Welcome back to the channel, y'all. You'll be sensitive if your spirit ain't right. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Hi, it's Coach Shoni, your certified relationship coach and all things spiritual. Let's get this live set up so that we are only hearing from our subscribers to kind of dumb down the noise here. Message subscribers only. All right. And we can see all the messages. Y'all, I've been feeling a little fancy today. The hair did what it did, and I was with it. I'm going with the flow. Y'all, the energy is so big since this big moon. I know it's a super moon. I call it a big moon. It shined through the window like the night of the 4th confirmation. The dryer just went off. Something's ready. Somebody's ready. It's done. The buzzer just went off. So it's time. That big moon and the signal of something ending, you're at the end of the cycle in this 9 year. So I know you saw that too. That's why I titled this, I know you saw that too, because y'all, let me tell you, my energy is so, and it ain't the 16 ounce coffee either. It's small contributor to my, that energy was so big and strong with me right now is that it's like, I know you saw that too. It's like, I know you saw that. Y'all, let me get, I need my ring light to be brighter. And I need it to work with me. Y'all donate to the channel so we can get us a good ring light over here. This one's a good selfie stick, portable, but it also stands all the way up. Let me woosah off for a second. I know you saw that too. I know you saw that too. It's gonna be like, you're gonna be, imagine being next to people, or like even with me going live, y'all. It's like stuff's gonna happen. The buzzer went off while I was talking about the moon. I know you saw that too. It's like you're gonna hear things, you're gonna see things, you're gonna feel things. It's gonna be a shift in energy that you know the person next to you, like, you're not crazy. I know you witnessed that with me. You're gonna have so many witnesses to this supernatural phenomenon that we normally just read about. It's all the magical things we just read about. And I was talking about the energy of this full moon yesterday and how you stay in that energy for a good 3 days. With a super full moon, you're going to feel that energy for a week, baby. You're going to get them extra 4 days on top of it. It's going to be a complete 7 day thing with it. And we're going into a retrograde with Mercury on the 9th, and then Pluto on the 11th. And y'all know I'm 11/11. My birthday is coming up on Tuesday. It's gonna be so magical. I have class that night, so I won't be going out, but I'm celebrating my birthday all week. And that's part of my celebration. I get to be in class that night. So, hey honey. Hi Mick Mimo. Yeah, I got my glasses. Jesus, Luke. Don't pay me no mind when I say Jesus like that. Let me put my glasses on. I'm excited and I can't see. It's tiny. And I have a giant phone. Okay. All right. Look at us. I can see me but clearer now. You can, oh, you about to see it very clearly now. You're going to look away and look back, and you're going to see, you're going to close your eyes and open your eyes. It's giving like you're going to go to sleep one night and then you're going to wake up. MD Mom Minol. Okay, we're just gonna call you MD. What's up? Hi. So I'm doing this channel message because we're in Scorpio season. Summer in November. Look up the song by Sir. It's called Summer in November. Sir does work with Kendrick Lamar as well too, right? Oh, I love you too. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited. That's why I got fancy. I did a little layering today. This is my Park Lane jewelry. I used to be a Park Lane jewelry rep in 2013. And I keep some of my pieces. It make me feel like the fancy old ladies that had all the nice costume jewelry type stuff. It make me like that. Look at the Cupid on here, the bows and the hearts, right? And the flowers. And then this one is very similar with the heart. And I have earrings that look like this. So I was going to do one of each earring. But these are the earrings that match this one. Okay. And so I have on my birthstone as well, topaz for November. This is my birthstone. So I felt a little fancy today. I put on my little dress. I got my little summer dress on, the cutout size, the whole nine. Um, thanks. So we're doing a spiritual channel message over here. So y'all, thank you for liking the live. Y'all come in, like the live. Make sure y'all subscribe to me and comment. We gotta get these watch hours in and monetize this channel because I got so much stuff to bring to y'all. But we gotta be monetized. I can't be focused on 50 million other things. And so we're gonna mute you because I don't have a problem with people who like me, but just please make it appropriate. Um, so back to this channel message. Why I got so much coming to me so fast. And this the energy we in. You're gonna have so much coming to you so fast, y'all. It's gonna be like, what do I do? How do I prioritize this? Get good at your calendar. I teach that too. Time management. I took it twice in college, and now I know why. Because I was gonna have some days ahead of me where things were gonna be like rapid fire. I was being trained for the life that I'm ultimately meant to live. Everything in my past life prior to my spiritual awakening that started 3 years ago is really just preparing me for all the things that I'm doing to walk in my purpose. So everything I did in college, everything I did at work, everything I did in business, everything I did in a marriage that seemingly fails, everything I did as a mom, everything I'm doing as a mom. My son just asked me if he get a piercing in his face. He's 15. And guess what his dad said? Go ask your mom. He just put it off on me because ultimately I'm gonna have to make the decision. He didn't want to be the one to tell him no, and he damn sure didn't want to tell him yes without me because I'm gonna shut it down. I'll go take it out your face. So I have my 15-year-old working on a PowerPoint slide with all the data and facts about this piercing and who he is and what he's created to do. So your mom cannot be a spiritual shaman and you think you're just gonna run around her doing whatever you want to do. No, baby. No, no, no. No, no, no. You are going to really think as my child. What are you asking to do? Why are you asking to do this? And how does that align with your path? And then I also want societal standards and norms about this. Are you following the crowd? Or are you making an informed decision that's in alignment with your path? That's all I want him to think about. Because if I can teach him to think like this at 15, he'll think like this at 35 and at 55 and at 75. Okay? I just need him to think. And I can't have children out here that don't think. And they look like me. You cannot deny that these are my children. I have 2 sons and they look like me. So I need them to act like they got some sense. Somebody be like, that look like Shanitra. Like, no. So I say this to say that you're going to have so much coming at you at once. I like those kinds of, that's not a problem. This is a teenager wanting something, and I'm a superior thinking being on this planet. You know, I'm not something that's not made to think at this level. I'm something that's made to think at this level. So I can tell my child, let's think about this and present your data to me. Because what we do matters. It needs to be in alignment. So you're going to have all these things coming at you, all this big energy, right? That's one of the things that came at me. Excellent opportunity to test myself for growth in my spiritual awakening. It's going to affect my parenting, right? Excellent opportunity for me to test myself in my business as I'm assigned things by my business coach, my business mentor to do. It's going to test my level of growth in my spiritual awakening in business, right? So I'm being tested in motherhood. I'm getting the opportunity to show my growth in motherhood since my spiritual awakening, in business since my spiritual awakening. And when I come over, I'm tested in my social acumen. And I know some Mr. Man ain't know he like me using them big words, my social acumen. Things of that nature, okay? And so what I was getting to that I didn't quite get all the way through, when I was in the shower earlier, my nails just started popping off. And I had a conversation last night about the significance of this, y'all, is I know how energy works. Things fall off or fall away from me when it's time to let them go. And if something keeps falling on the floor around me, those are my spirit guides. And I know that's what they do. My spirit guides be like, we're going to knock all this shit over. We're gonna flip the tables. Them kind of spirit guys I got. So I don't know how y'all spirit guys communicate with y'all, but mine knock things over. They fall, they get knocked over. If I'm about to say something in mixed company, which is bad company, knock something over immediately. Like, shut up. You can't say nothing in front of so and so. I take it as it comes. And like, you saw that, you be scratching your head like, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I will be quiet now. I will stop mid sentence. I was like, what were you saying? I will shut up mid sentence. And yeah, and I was about to go into the store. Boom. What were you saying? I will be quiet. I know to shut up when my spirit guys start knocking shit over. I'm not gonna keep talking. We're not gonna play crazy over here. I ask for signs, you give me the signs, I shut the fuck up. Okay, and we keep going. All right. So my nails were popping off in the shower, and last night I was talking to a friend about popping off my nails. This is my process, my order of business when it's time for me to do my hair. So it's going to be time for birthday hair. Baby, I've been stretching these little braids out, camouflaging these roots, doing the best, giving it the best that I got, okay? Because I did not want to have to do my hair twice with my birthday coming. Because we got to have birthday hair. What energy are you in? You ain't finna show up on your birthday in the new beginning with old stuff, undone, unkept. You're supposed to show up in your best energy. So if you get the opportunity to show up somewhere, I get the opportunity to show up in chapter 44 on 11/11. I'm going to show up in my best energy. I'm grateful to be alive. It's my birthday. Let me pull myself up to a greater level, right? Something as simple as hair and nails that day. Nice, cute outfit. You don't have to be brand new. But I'm showing up for myself. I matter. It's my day. And so it might be overshadowed a little bit with Veterans Day. We know that. My father is going to remind me. It's Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day, Dad, but it's my birthday. So when them nails pop off, I was having a conversation last night, and lo and behold, one of them popped off while I was laying down after I got off the phone. Another one popped off, and another 3 popped off last night. When I got in the shower today, more just started popping off. Then the last 2 I had to pry off were my thumbs. One, like, I was all like that. I said, wow, these nails popped off before I was ready. Before I was ready to do it myself, before I planned it. It came off sooner, it released, this energy released sooner. I knew it was coming. It happened sooner than I had planned. I said I was going to do all this on Sunday night. Spirit will get you ready for things. Your spirit guides, your spiritual team will get you ready for things when they're coming, not when you think they coming. 555. I put it on my story earlier on a different platform. I saw 555 today, and I see 5 likes and 5 viewers right now. And 5 is my life path number if you add up my birthday. Excuse me. I don't do tarot on this channel, but this is what's right here. That's what's overseeing this reading, the higher ups. So I was thinking I'm going to pop off my nails on Sunday and be in this new birthday energy. My new year, my solar return on Sunday night. Spirit's like, no. It's Thursday and you're getting ready now. we got plans. Come on. And so when the nails pop off, yeah, I'm able to redo my hair. I can braid my hair and grip it when I don't have all them long cat claws on. And so I said to my friend, oh, when I pop off these nails, it's time to do some hair, and then it's time to do this, and then it's time to do that, and then the nails can go back on. I'll do my hair, my toes, unless I go to a nail shop or something. But y'all know I do hair and nails. I do acrylic nails. And I was like, okay, so all of this is coming to a point, y'all. The point is, once these nails pop off, baby, we in recreation mode. We're in transformation mode. The energy of that look for the nails, I had some stiletto French tips with a glitter, with silver sparkle on top. So that energy is done. I've had this hair, like some micro braids with the French curl. And so I said the energy for this hair is done. All week long, I've been thinking about new hairstyles. I said, I'm not going to do this again. I said, I want a new hairstyle. I want something new. I want something new. And I'm like, I know what colors I want. I know kind of what direction I want to go in. We're going to see what I come up with, right? And the nails popped off and the this popped off. And today I was like, you know what? I'm going to get it done this way. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And so something is coming in new for you, and it's coming in sooner than you expected. There was something else that happened like that. You thinking you about to do something by a certain date or time. Hey, Will Green. Love you back, honey. You going to be thinking you about to do something by a certain date and time, and it's going to happen sooner. You thinking you got to do it this way, or you got plans, and your plans about to be disrupted, interrupted, like, is actually now. And you're going to be like, what? Where did this pleasant surprise? I'm getting pleasant surprise. And it's going to be so much magic and mystery and just like all the great chaos happening around it, to where like I'm gonna tell y'all this story that's really gonna bring this point home. When I was 16, I was throwing a surprise birthday party at school. I went to a military high school. It's the only one in the country, in St. Louis. It was Cleveland NJROTC. And we wore a Navy uniform every day, and we can go into the military at E3 once we graduated with approval from Captain Farrar. Now, I was an ensign. I was an officer in school, so I did all right. I did all right. I wasn't trying to be no regimental staff. I wasn't actually going to the military. I was like, I don't want to go that far, because even my dad wanted me to go to the military. So this was my school. This was my thing. When I was a freshman, I was dating a senior. He graduated. We were still dating. It's my sophomore year. It's November. And it's 97. It's November 1997, and I'm turning 16. And dang, I was just 16 and I graduated in 2000. I was 18. Yeah, November 1997. November 11th, 1997. Crazy, it's a birthday story. My birthday's next week. So we're at school. It's not the actual date of my birthday, so I wouldn't be expecting nothing, right? That's the point. So things will come in before you expect them. Pleasant surprises are going to happen before you. Like, nah, let's not wait till next week. Let's give it to her today type stuff. And so I was still with my boyfriend, who's like my high school sweetheart for 2 years. And he doesn't go to the school anymore. I had my 3 best friends at school. We were like 4. And it was a day of yearbook pictures. So there was chaos, y'all. There was chaos. It wasn't my birthday yet, so I wasn't planning on anything. It was yearbook picture day, so the whole school was just running around taking pictures, right? Everybody's like, have you been down there to the supply room to get your yearbook picture taken? And this, that, and the other. And my friends were acting weird. They was like, come on, Shanitra, let's just take you here. Now, it's not my birthday yet, so I'm not thinking that we're doing birthday stuff. It's yearbook picture day, so I'm focused on the chaos of that day. And then here come my friends acting weird. I noticed they were acting weird, but I wouldn't know why, because it's not my birthday. So why would they act weird days before my birthday or act suspicious? Why would anything, and why would it be happening at school? So I had no reason to suspect that this was going to happen. So I basically, they whisked me off and took me down to supplies. They was like, they needed time to set up the room because he was there with the stuff. So he whisked me off, take me down to supply. We had teachers and everybody in on it. Took me down to supply. Get my yearbook picture taken. And trying to stall. And then when we get back from taking the yearbook picture, everything was ready. And I was clueless, y'all. I was so clueless. I had no idea what was about to happen when I walked in this room. This is the only surprise party I've ever had in my life, but I was so surprised when I was 16. I walked in a room, and my friends were with me because they just whisked me off to take my yearbook picture to stall. And I walked in the room. I was like, why is the lights off in this classroom? I said, y'all acting weird. And they turned on the lights and was like, surprise. I was like, oh my gosh. Hi, Rosalind. Y'all, I was so surprised. Everybody's like surprised. And my high school sweetheart, my boyfriend at the time, he was there. And I'm like, what is this? Like, I was like, y'all, I don't even think I got pictures. The That was crazy. It was a crazy good surprise. Because that was before we had cell phones in school and stuff, November 1997. And so it came unexpectedly and it came early and it came in like the craziest place that you would never think that you could do. It defied the odds. Who's gonna let somebody's a former student come up there for a current student and throw them a surprise party in one of the naval science classrooms on yearbook picture day? Chaos, the unexpected. It's like all these things that just seem weird. Like, how did you pull this off? Like, that was a miracle that they liked him that much. They liked me that much to even let me do it. It was one of the cool naval science teachers, though. And y'all, I had my favorite things for my gifts. My gifts. Now get into this, because when your stuff come in, it's gonna be all your favorite things and things you didn't even know you wanted. He made a 2-layer chocolate cake with Oreos on it. Every year for my birthday when I was little, me and my brother's birthdays are 2.5 weeks apart. I'm 2 years older than him. He's October 26th and I'm 11/11. And so my mama had 2 Scorpio children to raise. We was fight like cats and dogs, and then we was like best friends as teenagers. So basically I had an Oreo cake every year for my birthday, right? And then all of a sudden, I didn't really do much for my birthdays. But having high school friends and stuff like that, your friends gonna celebrate your birthday. We celebrate each other's birthdays. Like, that's what a good group of friends will do for you in high school and college or whatever, even your early adult years. So I always had an Oreo cake. He made me a 2-layer chocolate Oreo cake from scratch. He made my cake from scratch. Like, so much thought and care into what I wanted and to make it homemade. And then because he could cook. His mom was Mexican. He could cook. So y'all, bought me a Dooney and Burke, a cream one with the brown. And back in 97, that purse was in, right? With the little drawstring, with the little duck on there. Bought me a little Dooney and Burke. And guess what was inside that Dooney and Burke? 2 Puff Daddy concert tickets. Bad Boys and Friends. The one where they had them wearing a silver suit. Was his shiny suit, man? So Bad Boy was coming like a month later. And y'all, I was so disappointed because my mama did not let me go to that concert. She did not like my boyfriend. She wouldn't even let me and my other best friend go. She didn't let me go. I ain't never get to go to the Diddy concert. Maybe that was an omen back then too. But all my favorite things happened in such a surprising way. It was before my birthday. There was chaos going on at school. You don't think a teacher gonna let you have a surprise party at school. You don't think somebody else gonna show up and even do that for you. And then go above and beyond and give me all these expensive gifts, thoughtful gifts with my cake, super expensive gifts with them concert tickets. I'm like, this man done spent a good $500 on me. And I'm 16. So when I be like, y'all better come with some land, this is stuff I was getting in high school. And he offered to buy me a car when we broke up. So I was like, y'all over here trying to date Shawnee, you better come with some land and an LLC with my salary on it, okay? So I say all of this to say that story can happen for a 16-year-old at school on yearbook picture day, just defying the odds. You're going to get blessings that defy the odds. You're going to have miracles show up for you. We're going to call these blessings miracles. That was a flipping miracle. How did he get in and do that and do this? And like, you have money for this one. I think that made sophomore year, that made some people jealous. I ain't going to lie. I ain't going to, even maybe some teachers was looking at me like, how the hell what she do to this boy? Got him over doing all this for her. When in hindsight, you're going to have people looking at you when these miracles pop off, the sequence of miracles pop off for you. Thank y'all so much for liking the live. Y'all feel my energy. Y'all feel my energy. It's going to have you like, oh my gosh, is this really happening? Recently, Cardi B finally went to one of Stefan Diggs, her boyfriend, her current baby daddy, football games, like Sunday. And she showed up. She showed up and showed out. She understood the assignment. Okay? She even had on colors similar to this. Cardi said, if I'm showing up to my man game, I'm showing up to my man game. Okay? So I think that In this season, get ready for whatever miracle is about to happen for you to show up and show out. Like it understood the assignment, like it was going to show up in style, like undeniable. It's going to have the internet broke looking at your outfit, looking at your energy. And it wasn't that she wore this nice tailored, I think it was a Balenciaga leather crocodile coat that was in like a deep maroon with matching details throughout, monotone on the color for everything. Gorgeous for fall. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And she's repping her belly, her baby bump. And it was like, you about to defy the odds. You just finna show up. People gonna be looking at you like, oh, she's pregnant. Or she could have easily been like, she pregnant, she going through a divorce. She just want to stay like out of the limelight, out of the way, out of the camera. She's like, what you thought? I'm me. I'm finna show up, drop an album in the middle of a divorce and a new baby coming and a new relationship. I don't care what y'all think. I'm me. I'm still gonna show up and do what I do. So for a lot of you, you probably feel like, oh, I shouldn't make a big deal about this. Make a big deal. Make a scene. Make a scene. Put foots on necks. When your stuff come through, and I think that's the reason why I got in this energy of wearing these 2 necklaces today, plus the earrings, plus the this, plus, the dress with the cutout sides, and the fancy button and the things. Make a scene. Be seen. Show up. Yes, it's my turn. I'm not hiding in the corner. I'm just going to go silently away and I don't want any attention. You better show the hell out. That's what Spirit is telling me, baby. Pop your shit. When this miracle happens for you, when this sequence of miracles is going to be a chain, there's going to be a big bright one like my ring light. You see this square in my ring light? It's going to be the big bright ones, like a chain of those connected to each other. They're going to be just as big, just as bright, but the door's going to close at some point. Excuse me. Hang on. The door's going to close from the public eye. So they going to see some of your stuff up front, right? They going to see a lot of your miracles happen publicly. You can't hide it. Like Cardi said, I can't hide this baby bump. I can't hide the fact that I'm a celebrity showing up at this football game. I ain't hiding the fact that I'm with this man and that's why I'm here. So I'm going to show up in style, at least. So these miracles are going to show up in style. Like we can't hide what we about to give you. So at least look good and rep it like you supposed to. And the ones that come to you in private, like I'm sure their relationship has a lot of private components we don't see. We see that she's pregnant. We see that they're dropping an album. We see her going through the divorce. We see the other kids. We see him. We see the women that popping up with his kids. There are some things that you can't hide. Like they're out here. Every child is a miracle, right? No matter who the parent is, right? You raise them all together, treat them all the same. However, I'm sure the interactions with those other parents are private. The children are very public, but the interactions are private to get to that point. So you get my point. What I'm saying is there's going to be so much public. There's only so much you show up in public with. You can't hide these kids. They hear their miracles, their blessings. But the rest of your life is like, that ain't nobody's business. It ain't going to be nobody's business what you got going on outside. Like, yeah, here's my stuff, but what I do to maintain it, how I XYZ, how I relax, how I get away, how I run my household is not everybody's business. You might see me get a mansion. You might see me get the Mercedes Sprinter. You might see the Lamborghini. You might see the Maybach. You might see all the toys that I like to have, the 6 to 12 car garage. You might see the horses, yin and yang, my Arabian stallions running down the driveway. You might see all these things, my lake, my ATV course for my nieces and nephews and my sons to be on. You might see like the events that I rent my property out for. You might see that I grow produce for the community. You might see all these things, but you don't see the conversations in the master bedroom. You may even see my wedding band soon, but you're not going to see behind the scenes with my husband. You understand? So you're going to be shown like where to be private. Just because you get married don't mean you got to put your whole marriage on the internet, right? Just because you have a baby don't mean you have to post every picture of your child on the internet. When your miracles and your blessings flow in, you don't have to give everything to everybody all the time. That's the spirit is showing me. Like, it's going to be so much. You don't have to put all your business secrets out there. You can just show up and be great, okay? You don't owe people all the secrets of your success. You don't owe people all the behind the scenes of your private life. Oh yeah, you can see my miracle, but that does not entitle you to have a camera in my bedroom. Like, we're not going to be the couple. This is us at 3 a.m. That ain't none of your fucking business. You don't have to do what you see all these people doing on the internet to make content, to do this, to do that. You can, the Carters are very private. The Carters are very private. If you want to see something, Mrs. Carter, she said, baby, you're going to pay for this documentary, or you're going to pay for that concert ticket, and you're going to watch it on the screen. You're going to pay for a view into my private life. Even Cardi B is like, her OnlyFans that she was, I don't know if she actually went through with it. She said she was going to do an OnlyFans where you get to be behind the scenes with her, but you're paying a subscription to see her behind the scenes. You're not just putting all your business out here for nothing, like for free entertainment. All right. So it's like you're going to be smart and turn everything about your life into a business. And then all the public miracles are going to lead to a lot of more miracles happening behind the door that the whole world don't need to know that much about you. Or people might see you getting things. They don't need to see your bank statement. Your public net worth is your public net worth according to your tax return, right? They don't need to know every single thing about you, how you got your trust structured for your generational wealth, what businesses you own that you like to keep unlisted, or confirmation, unlisted or private, all your life insurance policies. That is not public information. So I think people need to understand where to draw the line when wealth comes in. You got to have some level of protection, and you're also not going to be able to walk the streets like you used to. Some of y'all think you got to be a billionaire for that. Some of y'all finna be 100,000-aire that's super popular and the money's still growing. You're going to realize, dang, I need that lawyer. I need that accountant. I need that security guard immediately. I need eyes on the eyes. I need some stuff. I ain't just me no more. I'm an entity. I'm a business. I'm a brand. And I got to protect myself and my children and make sure my family members are good and ain't turning on me. Like, y'all want this little piece of land to live on? You got to sign an NDA. Welcome home. Here's your NDA. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been a lot of people. I've seen stories like where Monique's brother, like, family members will get desperate and like sell your story to somebody for money and stuff like that. It's that big. I'm telling you. I said, let me put on my rich lady. It's given one set of cards people be using. They had like the privileged lady. It looked like it's set in old England or something, like in London. In like maybe the 1700s. And it's like the privileged lady, which is like the wealthy lady, the wealthy woman, stuff like that. I feel like this gives that. And then the heart chakra shows how abundant you are, how much love you attract, how much love you give off, and how much money you have. Like, that's a wealthy lady. I felt that energy when I was picking out my clothes today. I said, you know what? I ain't really going out and doing nothing. Let me wear something sleeveless, because I still sat in the backyard. It was warm enough for me to stick my feet in the grass. I was going to wear this little green t-shirt dress, this rib green t-shirt. I said, no. Spirit was leading me towards the heart chakra colors. I said, this feeling, green, heart. And it led me to these two pieces in this dress. I said, yes, we're going to do this, because I feel fancy and free and floating like fairiness. And the hair felt how it felt. So today's look is inspired by this energy. I feel that timeline shift, and I know y'all felt it too. I know you feel it too. So it's like, I know you saw that too. I know you saw how big that moon was. It was shining in the window the night of the 4th. Y'all, it looked like somebody was shining a floodlight in this window. And it was 2:30 in the morning. And I'm like, it's this moon is bigger than it's ever been. I'm like, this moon ain't, and no, and it's brighter. And I said, I'm not used to seeing the moon from this angle. And actually it had shown up at 2:30 a.m. That's by the time it reached the point where it was shining through this window. It was shining through this window at this point. So basically, the moon had always been there. It was just finally time for me to see it. It was too bright for me to ignore it. It was so bright I couldn't ignore it. So these miracles are going to come in and it's going to be like, look, I'm here. And you can't ignore it. You can't say, well, I prayed for this and it ain't really shown up. You probably thinking I prayed for marriage and I ain't married yet. But what if you're dating the person? What if y'all being consistent with seeing each other and they're trying to show up for you, constantly trying to show up for you? What if you at the beginning of that new life and you just not recognizing the signs? What if you at the beginning of the miracles and they're unfolding? The fact that that person even showed up in your energy, like boom, lightning strikes. I can't wait to tell y'all that story. I can't tell you right now. Like show up like lightning strikes. Be prepared for a false witness to come with them. You'll be like, oh, when you get a divine counterpart, expect a false one to show up too immediately with them, like maybe right before them. Right, I can't give you a timeline, like within 30 days, sometimes within the hour. You'll probably meet two people on the same day. And it's not to confuse you, it was to give you absolute clarity. And I'm telling y'all, date them both at a safe distance. Don't do no acts that's gonna lock you in with them forever. Okay? Date them both, be friends, date them both, and you will see how one eliminates themselves. It'll give you more confirmation on the one that constantly shows up. I'm telling you. It's meant for you to see it that way. Okay? So sometimes we need our vision or our focus adjusted. Thank y'all so much for the likes on the live. This message, I really feel like I went in. I had to get this energy out. Before I hit record, yeah, I felt like I had to get this out. I got to get this energy out. I got to give it to somebody. I got to put it somewhere. So it's in a message forever kept in time. Y'all can't unsee this, right? YouTube holds it forever. I'm going to make it public. When two things come in, two options come in, keep them at a safe and steady distance and observe. And the one that's true will reveal itself and the false one will drop off. Trust me, this is how it will go. Oh, I met two people, or I got two job opportunities. Okay. The other month I was in second round interviews for two different opportunities. One of them fell off by the second interview. She said they hired somebody without telling the recruiter. Okay. So they was looking to hire internally, but they was just posting it publicly so everybody can have a fair shot. But they already knew who they was gonna hire, and as soon as they snatched it, right? And the other job, it was like, ooh, this one comes with a company cars, interior design. I would love to do that. And while I was passionate about it, it drug on longer with the interview process. It drug me down to a point where this was the one that was going to make me think. It served its purpose. This was the one that was really going to make me think. What did I love about this job? What did I like about what I would be doing on a daily basis? It made me think and turn back to my purpose. So when I didn't get it, I had already gone through an emotional cycle over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks about this job. So when I didn't get the interior, and I've had an interior design business in the past, y'all. I had my own interior design business. I still have the Facebook page, Designed by Shauna Cole. And so it led me down this path to where I was like, okay, what do I like about it? This one was doing business. This one was being in charge of my own schedule, my own time. This one didn't have me chained up in no cubicle or remote at the house. Confirmation, right? Okay. This one had the element of doing business, time freedom, unlimited income potential. Okay. So my time and money were mine to my destiny to decide. And I was also doing something I loved. I was going into people's homes, making their space beautiful. It's sales. I could sell anything. I can sell anything, y'all. Let me slide this back up. So by the time I worked through the emotional process of what did I like about this job, that one served its purpose, even though I didn't get either one of them. By the time he said, "Oh, we chose somebody who had more experience in this field," like they had done closet design sales, home closet design sales, so that gave them a leg up over me. I had a ton of experience doing lots of components of this job, but not actually this job with the customer to customer thing. So I say all of this to say, um, it it brought me up to a level of understanding. It made me think, what do you really, it made me focus in on what I really wanted. So I'm telling you, while you're praying for things to come into your life and these miracles about to come in back to back to back, you're also going to be given things that neither one of these jobs were let down. And Spirit is showing me, Shanitra, I'm not putting you back in W-2 income. I don't care how many jobs you apply for. I don't care how many interviews you go on. You ain't get none of them. I'll even hire you somewhere and it'll be an extreme conflict of interest. I'll make sure you can't even survive off of that job. I got hired as a sales lead at Lane Bryant. It's part-time. They can't guarantee the hours and they don't want you working anywhere else if you work there. Well, how am I supposed to make up the difference in my income? This job has to be enough. That's good for a woman who's not the breadwinner at her house. It's good for a woman that just want to get away for a little while from that man and them kids and, make her a little part-time income. And I get it serves its purpose and I love shopping there because I'm a full-figure gal. Nah, I'm a plus-size queen. So, things like that will happen to y'all. So this Spirit is telling me, tell them all the things that are going to let them know, like, it's not a disappointment. It's a clarity, moment of clarity. It's going to you're going to have things that if you're not recognizing, you're not clear, you're going to have moments of clarity. These things, 111, one viewer, 11 likes, 111. And that's clarity, y'all. That's enlightenment. That's proof. You're going to have moments of clarity that bring this into focus. I even set up and got closer, right? So I can see my face clear. You're going to have moments of clarity that let you know you're going this way. I'm glad we went through this little exercise, like with me with the interior design job. I won't say name company, but me with the interior design company. What did I like about it? I like being mobile. I like being in charge of my own day. I like being in charge of my income. I like the idea of interior design and making homes beautiful. What else do I love? Okay, so I like doing business and I like mastering my time and I like the unlimited income. Now we pivot. What's my purpose? My purpose is to basically help people redecorate their lives, not just their house, your life. Redecorate your energy, right? And so I'm equal. I'm that. Nothing compares to that. Like nothing compares to that. Nothing compares to that. So he's like, so why aren't you going for that if that is the best thing in your book? If that excites you, why are you even looking anywhere else? Go to that. But I'll be like, I gotta pay bills. Well, you got the part-time contract job and you're building this, and now I have a business mentor to help me build my actual coaching business, walking in purpose. I actually have help now for the next 18 months to help me build a successful business. You understand? There's some more components that are behind the scene. Like I told you, when the miracles come in, you don't have to give all the details. You can have all your business on the internet until some things are complete. But I got help now. I got help to walk in my purpose. I prayed for it. I asked for it. I got help now. So when the miracles come in and I accept the help, there's going to be a one big thing. One big thing. This was my big thing. If I didn't accept the help for this, for walking in my purpose, did anything else matter? Did I need a miracle anywhere else? If I didn't take the big one. So y'all going to be tested on what you really want. And I told y'all the interior design job came. Well, that's a fun hobby, and I'll go decorate a house any day of the week. Okay, you need decoration advice. You need home interior design advice. I got you, because I go off of energy too. So people love what I produce, what I bring out of them and put onto their wall. You're gonna love your space, not because it's trendy, because it feels like home to you, right? Your energy. I know how to put your energy on the wall. I know how to do that. It's part of my gifts. So I do love to do that, but that is not the thing that I'm made to do. You understand? So don't get sidetracked and don't be disappointed when you got to put things down, let things go. So spirit got me to a point where I was going to be okay when I didn't get the job. Stretched it out. I couldn't even get a call back from the manager to let me know if I got it or not. He never called back that Friday. I didn't know till the following Wednesday after the Friday, which was a week after the interview. So it had been stretched out for over 2 weeks. And I had finally got myself to a point where mentally and emotionally I let it go because I tuned back into the bigger picture. That is not the thing that excites me the most. This is the thing that excites me the most. So as you go through what you may perceive as a no, a disappointment, a closed door, or a letdown, understand it is guiding you and redirecting you to your highest good, to the thing that you are most excited about. Not the fun thing. Not the I'm great at this thing. This the I could do this every day of my life. This is the one meal I could eat forever. Okay, this fills me up. This is the one meal I can eat forever. Okay, this is the one meal I can say if this is my last $5, I will buy it. Not the one where okay, I'll fast because I ain't giving up my last $5 for that meal. This is the meal I'll give up my last $5 for. When you feel like that, that is your purpose. And I know I'm designed to help people walk in their purpose. So how am I help y'all if I'm just like, oh, interior design job. That's how I'm spending. And then I got a business coach and I ain't got time to do business. I ain't got time to build a business, and that surrounds walking in my purpose. And all the people and all the things on my path are along building this business. And I'm over here trying to pay the bills with something fun. And it's a complete distraction. It's like you totally got derailed. And so spirit has saved me from that. I didn't get the job. I keep getting pushed back into this walk down this road merrily eat off these streams, to quote JC. We merrily eating off these streams. Okay, spirit just wants you to make sure you good. You good? Because we supposed to be over here. You gotta have a minute over there and fill out the things and go through the module, the simulator, the lesson, apply for that job, go through a process of coming back to home, get back on track, and get back on this path. Okay, you met a man, you met a woman, you're excited about them. Okay, let's go through some. Let's see where this one gets you. What you learn. This person's a distraction. They self-centered and they only gonna tell me what they want to tell me up front. They ain't trying to do nothing slow and steady because they trying to love bomb me, get what they want, and be out. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now you done had that experience. Now get back over on track. Sometimes you gotta stop and learn a little something. And you're never too old to learn a lesson. You're never beneath one. You're never above one. It's meant for you to go through it. If it come up on your path, there's something you need to see in that. You can't be thirsty for love. It got to be internally fed. You can't be out here looking for somebody to just love me, just rescue me, just save me. Shanitra done went through all them simulations, right? So I can show up and talk to y'all about it. Oh, this person's gonna... No, save yourself. And I'm gonna teach you how you finna save yourself. You're gonna be talking to the right one. Cause I had to go through 3 years of not being in my own place. Thinking you going here because so and so finna help you. Ain't no motherfucker, you ain't realizing what you walking into. You finna save yourself. Every time spirit is finna show you. Ain't nobody saving you, boo. Any energy they put out on you, it was already reciprocated. You're saving yourself. Don't ever go thinking somebody finna rescue you from some shit. You always finna be proven you are your savior. Your Christ consciousness is up here, and it's a conduit to your spirit. And that spirit that's tethered to this body, the essence of all of this energy and thoughts and mannerisms and whatever, that spirit that fuels this flesh is your savior. You go to that spirit that's connected through your Christ consciousness, that your pineal gland is the antenna and the receptor. That's your savior. Your savior's in here. Ain't nothing outside of you finna come save you, boo. You finna go meditate. You finna go within. You finna sit with yourself. You have to go in the wilderness and do it. Go get grounded. Do what you got to do. But you about to save yourself. And it's the one thing I can teach you is how to save your damn self. You gonna see it in everything that you do. How I'm saving myself. Can't nobody save you. You are your savior. It's put in you. Your consciousness is going to save you. The conduit to your spirit is going to give you the answer. Hey, Maurice. I'm doing great. I just had to come on here and let this channel message out. I got so much energy. I said I'm doing rich lady shit today. But I had to get this out. That super full moon yesterday, baby. And my birthday's in 5 days. 11/11 is loading. I'm telling y'all, on this planet Earth, you're going to save yourself. That's all the story of Christ was teaching us, how to save ourselves, how to have a spiritual awakening, how to let the flesh die from leading you and let the spirit take over. Good, I've been not feeling it. What's wrong? What's the matter? I've been busy. Oh gosh, life has kicked in. It's in full gear. Then I'm moving in a week, y'all. Like, life has been busy. So I'm excited about everything I got going on. I'm excited about everything I got going on. My spirit, my guides, so good. So good. And like I keep reminding y'all, you might be at the bottom of a new beginning. Stop feeling like you at the bottom of nothing. You got to start from somewhere. On every journey, when you start kindergarten, you got to start on day 1 of kindergarten before you get to kindergarten graduation. Then you the man on campus all summer. You're a kindergarten graduate. Then the next school year rolls around. You're at the bottom of first grade. But guess what? You're at the bottom of a higher level. Work through it. Get to the top. And then get to the next thing. And the next thing. And the next thing. Never stop growing. Never stop climbing to the next level. Life is so much better when you keep leveling up. So let your birthday be your marker. If your birthday, hey, I'm at the bottom of 44. 44 is enlightened, baby. 44, I walk with God. I walk with my higher self, my spirit. I walk my righteous path. I'm walking down the path of my purpose. Fully. At age 44 and beyond. I can't say that about no other time in my life. Right? I'm fully submerged in this path. It's as of Tuesday roll around, 11/11, undeniable that this is what I'm doing in my life, and I'm finally doing it. So you're going to have a lot of naysayers along the way, people that don't understand the vision God gave you. People are against the vision God gave you, the way it's playing out. You gotta have a tough skin. You got to have a tough skin because people are going to constantly tell you what you need to do, how you need to do it. Um, they know better for you with your life than you do. They ain't gonna see the vision. They ain't gonna understand. They just gonna understand that you need a job that pay X amount of dollars and that's it. Nobody care about nothing else. And that's it. Cosmo Shearers. Hey, birthday twin. That's what's up. Yep, I will be 44 on 11/11. And this year will be the first birthday where I can say I fully started off walking in my purpose. I'm enlightened. This is my year of enlightenment. Okay? The year of enlightenment has come for me, like full circle, y'all, because 3 years I've been going through my dark night of the soul, humiliation rituals, trials of Job, as people would call it. It's been so humiliating. It's been so humiliating. And it's been so heartbreaking because I've stayed with family and a mix of family and a mix of friends. And I would say it was easier to stay with a friend on my journey, like from the wilderness to the promised land. I was stripped of everything, my 401k. I would get like a $22,000 tax return. It would just go like get stripped. If I made like $7,000 in life insurance, it would get stripped. It would just be stolen. If I got anything, it would just get taken. My BMW, I paid it off. It was taken. So it was like God hit that reset button on your life. Ain't nobody finna undo it. Ain't nothing you could do to go chase those things. They gone. You walking down this dark road and you being stripped. And that's the humiliating part. My home stripped. Sent my son to his dad, stripped. My family judged me. You need to get your son back. You need to do this. You need, baby, I've been judged left and right, up and down. I've been judged. I've been judged. I still comb my hair. I still do my nails. I still fix my face. I still go work at whatever contract job. I've only had contract jobs since I left corporate 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago now, on 5522. I still pull myself together and get up and do it again another day. I get up and I do it again another day. I get up and I do it again another day. And people were like, she ain't broke yet. I can't break. I know that this was a season, and if I break in the season, I'll never get to the promised land. I know there's a promised land. And so why would I stop before I get there? Why would I stop? Confirmation. So you might be on the outskirts of your promised land, like you finally made it there out of the wilderness. Restoration is coming with each step. Restoration is coming with each step that you take into this new luscious valley. This new, it's not a dark valley anymore. It's not a dark night of the soul valley. Restoration for every dollar, for every key to your home, key to your own mailbox. Yeah, it's a different story. Key to your own car, key to multiple cars, the keys to your heart to let love in, the key to seeing your children back in your home again, the key to your business taking off. This is the season where you walk through this luscious valley and all the keys are coming back to you. It's like you're going to be walking through holding a little key ring and a lantern. And you're going to wake up, it's going to be a new key on there. You're going to wake up again, it's going to be another key on there. Every day you journey further into this land, you're going to stop and rest and go to sleep and wake up. It's going to be another key. Fairies just going to be putting keys on there. Fairies just going to be coming, putting keys, adding keys, the keys to your new life on this keychain. It's like rest. You here now. You're going to wake up and have a new key. And then you're going to realize, I made it. I made it through my dark night of the soul. I made it through. Now you got all the keys you need to be successful in your new life. You got all the lessons Your heart has changed. You're a different kind of being. And if you look back over just who you were 5 years ago, you are not that person anymore. And don't let anybody come and tell you different. The way you can conduct business and carry yourself is different now. You've changed to something you don't even recognize, but you love. Like I said, I wanted this. I wanted to see myself like that. I wanted to be up there with the people who are living. I always say this thing, y'all. I want to be among the living. I don't want to be in a valley with the people who barely survive it. I want to be one of the people who are living. Living requires you to have an overhaul in your spirit and walk in your purpose and not look back. All time, thank you so much. I just pray this message finds the right person. Because if you've been through it like I've been through it and you've been stripped of everything, and people have tried to strip you of your dignity at every turn, like, why won't she break? Why won't she just wake up and not comb her hair today? Why don't she just wake up and not show up on the internet and make videos today? Why don't she just wake up and not even do her nails today? Why don't she just not wake up today? Why don't she just leave? This is what I face every day, y'all. People will talk about me out loud in the same room, on group chats, on video chats, like I'm not there. People will text message and harass the hell out of me. And I get a lot of poking and prodding to like push me away. People just want me to go away. And I show up on here because I know that my spirit is holding me to it. Don't break. They can't break you. So when I put these messages out, I'm living it. And sometimes I have to put the message out for y'all so I can hear it from somewhere. I got to hear it from somebody. And right now it's from myself. I've had to motivate myself on this journey through the messages, through saying it out loud to y'all. That's the only way I've gotten through it. I had to motivate myself. I had to save myself. Time and time again, I had to save myself. I had to show up for myself and save myself. If y'all don't learn nothing else, when all these miracles come in, you don't owe nobody shit. You saved yourself. You will have destiny helpers along the way. And your soul signed up for it, and theirs did too. Don't let nobody guilt you into nothing. Don't let nobody shame you into nothing. Don't let nobody strong arm you into nothing. 313. You have destiny helpers. You're your own savior. And when you finally get these miracles happening in your life, you don't owe nobody nothing. You owe it to yourself to live a good life and never look back. You owe it to yourself to detach from all of those energies completely. And if you haven't done it, they ain't gonna come yet. All these great things come when you've detached. Mentally detached. I don't need to come to Thanksgiving. I'm good. I don't need to go to nobody's Thanksgiving. I'm good. Unless it's a group of new friends or church, I don't need to go sit in no mixed company. I'm good. You're going to have to be as tough as them prophets in the Bible. Those stories aren't for Christians. They're not for Jewish people. They're not for Muslims. They're for human beings who are spirits having a human experience. It was meant to help and guide you and give you examples of what's to come. Parables of what's to come. Almost every scenario can be broken out from there, and the lost books. You need to understand what you're up against, and you're not the first one to go through it, so you know how to get through it. A lot of those things I held on to. That's going to be my story. That's going to be the way my story ends. I'm not going to give up. You can dress it up while you're going through a disaster. No, there's no prerequisite for looking a hot mess while you're going through the hardest time in your life. So people need to let that go. People need to see you suffering sometimes to believe it. And then what they gonna do? I don't believe you need. It don't matter what you believe. Your thin has to be that thick and that tough. I'm telling you, as you've gone through this journey, and as some of y'all probably still going through it, and some of y'all about to start it, I'm here for you. I lived it. It was hard. You have to be a lone wolf. And then you will be a lone eagle. You'll be fine up there. You'll understand everybody ain't made to be up there with you. Trying to take everybody with you, and they can't even breathe. You're an eagle, and you trying to take some chickens up there with you, baby, the oxygen ain't gonna make it for them. The air is too thin up there for them. Okay? So, for coaching and consulting, y'all click the link in my bio or down here in my digital business card and email me. This was a doozy. I didn't know I was going to be on her like that, but I could feel the energy subsiding. Like I gave y'all all my energy. I just left it on the table. I had to get this out. I had to get it out. It's time. The time is now. Right now. Right now. So I love y'all. Be great on purpose.